I'm Joy Bell.
And I'm Tyler Bell. And we've been married a year now.
Tyler and I originally met in 2008 at New Piney Grove. However, we probably did not start really communicating or getting closer probably around 2010.
The thing that kind of convinced me to take our relationship outside of brother and sister to the next level was Kedra and Danny. It was one day we were at dance practice and she had red hair, she just had it blowed out, and she just looked like a big sexy red lion. And I was just like, I'm trying to tame you, girl.
My first date with Tyler was at the Atlanta Braves game. Tyler has made it very apparent that he doesn't like baseball. But for me, that was kind of my bridging the gap of still doing something social, but not too much for Tyler, to make him more comfortable and probably to have more fun, because I was like, oh, he don't like baseball, but you know, still is something fun. I invited, of course, Kedra and Danny.
Always been in the picture from day one.
And so we went to the Braves game together, and I think we went to go eat at 6 Feet Under.
She said, we need to go on our first date. We need to remember it. I want to take her to Zaxby's because I always thought Zaxby's, it had ambiance, had the food, it had everything you needed for a first date. When I first met Joy's family, I pretty much knew her mom's side. They came to New Piney Grove, and we were the Roland Burgess family. We would always have events at each other's houses, and they were always on the guest list, or they would have some Christmas or whatever, and the Bell family would always be on the guest list. When I met the dad's side of the family, it was like I had always been a part of the family, pretty much. You know, Grandma Janie, the first time I met her, she's like, you know who I am? I was like, no, who are you? She's like, I'm your grandma. Well, hey, grandma, you know.
So let's say dad's side of the family, I was a little nervous because y'all scared me with Aunt Carolyn. Oh, she's gonna grill you. I hope you get ready. Like, I'm on this 4-hour drive, Jerron, you know, giving me this lecture of she's gonna grill you. Need to make sure you know this.
Be on your P's and Q's.
I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I ready for this? Am I prepared for this?
Like, we always say, if she hit you with that, baby.
Yeah, so they made me very nervous about Aunt Carolyn. And then when I met her, I was like, oh, I love her. She's amazing. She didn't give me a hard time. She asked questions now. Believe me, she cared about her nephews.
She's the interrogator.
But she was just more than kind and welcoming and everything like that. And his grandmother, oh my God, she just fed me so I couldn't eat no more, and it was so good. Them homemade biscuits in the country, because I was nervous about going to it, Florida. I was like, y'all got me in the country. I'm a city girl, like for real city girl. And Miss Bell was like one of my favorite people when I first started going to New Piney Grove, before Tyler came into the picture, because you know I wasn't paying him any attention then. But me and her were really close, and so it just made it a little bit more easier, because Miss Bell ain't nothing to play with. Go ahead and tell y'all right now. But I think I got her when she was a little bit more accepting. The day we got engaged was very exciting for me. It was a day that wasn't expected, because we had just talked about our future, and engagement that day didn't come up in the conversation.
Her dad was talking, he was just like, yeah, we got something to tell y'all. And it was so funny because I forgot what we were planning to do. You know, I'm the one that said, hey, I need y'all to get us to the hotel lobby some kind of way. He got us there. You know, I kind of took it from there. I was just like, hey, Mr. Jeff, I need you to take a picture from us, because I was trying to get in the middle of the hotel lobby. Once I got us to the hotel lobby, I was like, okay, we finna take this picture? No, I just need the camera close enough so I can do my thing. And I was just like, boo, you know I love you, right? She was just like, quit playing, Tyler. And next thing I know, I'm down on one knee, and then it's like 10 seconds later, we engaged. And
I knew Tyler was the one, I would say, because he was the first person that truly made me feel like there was nothing wrong with me, that I was just this perfect person. Even though, you know, we all have our flaws, but he made me feel like a queen, like every day. He just would make me feel like the most beautiful person in the world. He would always uplift me, be encouraging. And it was like, I think he think better of me than I think of myself. And it just really felt good to have someone who, you know, just makes you feel like this.
I was at West Georgia one day at school, and I was just feeling like I just was finna pass out. I got out of class one day, it was a Wednesday, and she was just like, you okay? You don't sound like yourself. I was just like, I just don't feel good, and I'm ready to go home, lay down. She was just like, you want to come over here? And she was in her apartment at the time. It's like a 45-minute drive. I was just like, I don't feel like driving. She was like, it's okay. I'll come take care of you. I won't bother you. I just want you to have somewhere comfortable to rest. So I get there. I crash, and I'm just laying down. She's like, you hungry? And I was like, yeah, but whatever you get is fine. I'm too hungry to even think about what I want. So she go out, come back. She gave me some Chick-fil-A. At that moment, I was just like, yeah, you bomb. I'm gonna have to wipe you up for real, for real.
Did it at least get you some soup?
Nope, straight Chick-fil-A.
Oh Lord, that was horrible.
It worked though.
Our wedding day was, I would say, very adventurous, because we technically have 2 wedding days. Our initial day was supposed to be January 7th, and it didn't quite work out because of the weather.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, it's going to be all this ice. You know how Atlanta is.
Everybody was a weather expert that night. The 6th, everybody was, oh, it's going to snow. The forecast says this. And we're just like, it's Georgia. Y'all tripping over nothing. So. But
we actually got married on the 8th. And it was just with our family, our immediate family that came. And then the actual wedding ceremony was January 28th. And it allowed me to have fun, because I was like, at this point, he can't go nowhere. He all mine now. Our 1 year of marriage, I would say it has taught me that marriage is hard work, but it's worth it. Because, it's just 2 different personalities, 2 different worlds coming together as one. And you've made a vow before God. So it's not like, oh, I'm just going to up and leave because I don't want to be with you, or you get on my nerves, because that's going to happen. And the last thing that I learned from being together in 1 year is that it takes God to be in the center of marriage.
You're more selfish than you think. You think you know what's best for you. You try and bring that into your marriage, and it really doesn't work, because now you have to take everything into consideration that your spouse is feeling. You can't just do what you want to do by yourself, because it's not all about you anymore. It's about y'all. Communication while you're dating is totally different when you're married, because now you're living together. Everything is in y'all name. Everything is connected to y'all. It ain't just your name and their name. Now it's everything. Your money, the cars, your house, or wherever you live. Everything is tied together. So you just gotta, the smallest things of communication, you gotta be able to communicate. Like, you could think, oh, I want to go to McDonald's and get a cheeseburger. I can't go to McDonald's because Joy don't like McDonald's. So then I gotta find somewhere else to go, and I gotta communicate that with her of what we're gonna do, because it ain't just about me anymore. So communication and not being so selfish, that's probably what I learned over this last year of marriage. And I would tell each couple, start working on that now, because it's gonna be a test, definitely.
So Tyler and I, when we first, well, even before we got married, but when we were dating, we just had conversation about finance. What are your finances looking like, or what are your financial goals and things like that? And it's just important to able to build upon. I know that's not a strength for me, but Tyler is great with finances and cheap, which I give him a hard time. But when I let him take the, when he took the lead and I followed like I'm supposed to, I think we got so many blessings out of that. They teach us to be independent women, and we should be independent, but you have to follow. You have to learn how to follow. And I was able to follow him financially, and I think that's like, we had got a house and we weren't even married for a year, just building that together. If
you're dating, you think about getting married, you need to have beneath the surface conversations. You don't want to get into a marriage, not a relationship, and it's just like, oh, I got this, and you just like, I didn't know about that. Well, you didn't ask. So just, you need to have some beneath the surface conversation, not what you like to eat and where you like to go. You need to know some personal stuff. If you're supposed to be my spouse, we need to talk about some personal stuff. Well, again, my name is Tyler Bell.
And I'm Joy Bell. And this is Jacksonville.
She pregnant.
My boo.
Because Young T Bell Beast. I guess you could say the rest is history from there, so. How'd you know I was the one?
Sorry. You know it don't take a lot for me.
Oh, I deal with your steak bread all the time.
It stinks. Give me a piece of gum too. It's a part of being pregnant. I'm so sensitive.